Daily Reflections. This is a book of reflections by AA members for AA members. August 21st. We just try. My stability came out of trying to give, not out of demanding that I receive. The Best of Bill, pages 46 through 47. As long as I try with all my heart and soul to pass along to others what has been passed along to me, and do not demand anything in return, life is good to me. Before entering this program of Alcoholics Anonymous, I was never able to give without demanding something in return. Little did I know that once I began to give freely of myself, I would begin to receive without ever expecting or demanding anything at all. What I receive today is the gift of stability, as Bill did. Stability in my AA program, within myself, but most of all in my relationship with my higher power, whom I choose to call God. Courage to Change, One Day at a Time in Al-Anon. August 21st. Some Al-Anon suggestions, such as getting a sponsor, were easy for me because I'm good at following specific instructions. But I didn't know what to do with the slogan, Live and Let Live. Al-Anon helped me to let live by teaching me about detachment and helping me to see that many of my problems stemmed from minding everyone's business but my own. But how do you turn your eyes on yourself and live for the first time in your life? When I put this question to my sponsor, she asked me one in turn. What had I done earlier that day? Although I'd had a very busy day, I could barely remember what I had been doing. My sponsor suggested that I begin learning how to live by becoming more aware of my life as I was already living it. Then I would be better able to make choices about how I would like to live. Searching for the real me, living according to my needs, and loving myself as a newfound friend have been the most rewarding benefits of the Al-Anon program. Strangely, they're the last ones I would have imagined receiving when I began. Today's reminder. Today I can choose to take responsibility for my own life. If I stay out of others' affairs and become more aware of my own, I have a good chance of finding some serenity. There is a quote from Hermann Hesse, and it reads, "Each man's life represents a road toward himself." Just for today, Daily Meditations for Recovering Addicts, August 21st. Friendships. Our friendships become deep, and we experience the warmth and caring which results from addicts sharing recovery and a new life. IP number 19, Self-Acceptance. Most of us come to Narcotics Anonymous with few genuine friends, and most of us arrive without the slightest understanding of what it takes to build lasting friendships. Over time, though, we learn that friendships require work. At one time or another, all friendships are challenging. Like any relationship, friendship is a learning process. Our friends love us enough to tell us the truth about ourselves. The old saying, "The truth will set you free, but first it will make you furious," seems especially true in friendship. This can make friendships awkward. We may find ourselves avoiding certain meetings rather than facing our friends. We have found, though, that friends speak out of concern for us. They want the best for us. Our friends accept us despite our shortcomings. They understand that we are still a work in progress. Friends are there for us when we're not there for ourselves. Friends help us gain valuable perspective on the events in our lives and our recovery. It is important that we actively cultivate friendships, for we have learned that we cannot recover alone. Just for today, I will be grateful for the friends I have. I will take an active part in my friendships. Today, Emotions Anonymous, August 21st. Reflection for today. A garden does not grow in one day. As I learn to live the EA program, I will try to tend to the daily task of nurturing my own mental, physical, and spiritual growth. The exercise of a daily program will help my growth in two ways. Regular practice will strengthen my self-discipline, while consistent attention to my needs will foster positive growth, just as scheduled watering, fertilizing, and pruning encourage healthy growth in a garden. Meditation for today. Guide my steps toward my own mental, physical, and spiritual health. Today I will remember, small steps repeated over and over in the course of time become a great journey. Strengthening my recovery. Meditations for adult children of alcoholics, dysfunctional families. August 21st. Inner drugs. Because we were raised in a chaotic or controlling homes, our internal compass is oriented toward excitement, pain, and shame. This inner world can be described as an inside drugstore. The shelves are stocked with bottles of excitement, toxic shame, self-hate, self-doubt, and stress. BRB, page 16. Do the following situations sound familiar? We walk into a room full of strangers and instinctively find the most toxic people in the room to befriend. We leave home with just enough time so our adrenaline is pumping when we arrive at our destination. We overcommit ourselves so that we can't possibly do everything we promised, and then shame ourselves because we've failed yet again. Many of us just naturally choose situations that create drama. People who are spinning out of control and a life that balances on the edge of insanity. It almost feels like we're hardwired to operate that way. As we begin to understand the damaging effects of these inner drugs we keep taking, we learn to replace the toxic people and drama with mutually respectful relationships and healthy excitement for our recovery. We no longer need to recreate the familiar conditions of our childhood that keeps us trapped in the chaos. We gradually begin to appreciate the peace and quiet of serenity. It takes time, but we now realize we deserve better than the hand we were dealt as children. The affirmation reads, "On this day, I choose healthy people to spend time with, people who also value serenity. I will welcome the calm that is becoming my new normal." Please share, subscribe, like, and most of all, be the you that you are created to be. To remember that recovery is possible and that you are not alone. One day at a time.